Well, hello there. It's that time again. You can plan on it, me saying that every time, this time of week. This week it is the 26th of February of 2011, and here we are presenting live from Modern Zen, Bob's Blazing Tarot Blog. Yay! With my co-host, Marissa Cohen. Yeah. Marissa is a wonderful medium, astrologer, tarot card reader herself, also a writer, editor, a lady of many, many talents, many abilities, and we're pleased and proud to have her here on the blog that truly blazes. So let's blaze forward. The first card is the last card of the previous week's reading, and that card is the Aeon, also called Judgment in the Rider-Waite Tarot. Now this card is attributed to the element of fire. Fire's like a bonfire, it's just blazing away, like this blog, and we take things that we don't need, don't want, don't fit, don't work, and we kiss them goodbye, hurl them in the bonfire, and let them release. So you may have found yourself getting rid of things this past week. Yours truly chopped up a couple credit cards you didn't need, okay? There's different things we can chop up in our lives and release that no longer serve us, and that frees up energy for positive goals and realizations that we want to attain. Right, Marissa?
Yeah, and what's so cool about that kind of energy, and if you tuned into the blog last week, you would have heard me speak about Pluto and some of the things that are going on with Saturn and Jupiter. But right now, we've got Pluto in Capricorn, which is forming a square to Jupiter and also forming a square to Saturn. So what's that doing? Not quite a square. It's just they're all bouncing off of each other. So what that's doing is that Saturn in Capricorn is actually Pluto in Capricorn is actually breaking down a lot of structure. It will continue to do that over the next 6 months, but what's interesting about this period right now is that, as I said, it's creating some square energy with the Saturn and the Jupiter and the Pluto, so you have structures that are falling down, you have energy that's trying, as you said, new energy, Jupiter energy that's trying to expand outward and just sort of pop through those boundaries. So that's what's happening right now. So it's very, very interesting, and that's where we've been and where we're going to continue to be for a little while.
That's right. Nice. So right now our energies are kind of like L7, huh?
Yeah.
We're trying to pop through that square.
Yeah, basically. You're trying to blow it up, yeah.
And it's going to be really kind of expanding this week now. We're coming into the energy of the Empress. Now the Empress is a beautiful card attributed to the planet Venus. Yes, we love the Empress. She is the goddess. She is fertility. She is abundance. She is sexuality. She is creativity. She's all these wonderful, powerful, fertilizing, feminine energies that are just so good for the arts, so good for our creativity, so good for things that we're trying to manifest, so good for expressing our passion. So it's like we burned away the stuff we don't need. Now we're going to get into the positive, life-affirming attributes of fire, because Venus is a fiery planet in the Kabbalah. So it's basically going to be a time of expansion for us and creating new things. Right, Marissa?
Well, what's really nice about that is actually right now, as of March, we're going to actually go into National Women's History Month. Ooh. So that ties in. There'll also be some really nice women's events at Modern Zen. We're going into the month of the Goddess, which is really, really great. And just astrologically, that's just the Goddess and the Empress is just, as you said, fantastic fiery energy. Very often in strict astrology, I always personally identify the Goddess, the Empress, as being Venus, which is Taurus and Libra. So if you have those energies in your chart, you're going to be feeling that this week. And I encourage anyone who's doesn't have those energies in their chart anyway, you want to go in and dive into the creativity and the divine feminine and all that nurturing, creative, sexual energy, and just get on in there. Paint, draw, dance, have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Express yourself.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
That's right. You
like Madonna said.
That's right. Like Madonna says, express yourself.
Right.
Okay, I won't do my Madonna act. This is a family blog.
That should be taped at some point, though. Really, there'll be outtakes.
Oh, you think I should put on some lipstick and a brassiere and
I think
do
you
some...
should do the pointy thing with the ponytail.
Oh, okay.
I think
Okay.
that would be good.
Okay.
Write in if you would.
There's some other routines we won't even mention those. Though. This is a family.
Right.
This is the family.
Right.
More or less.
I'm toning it down.
We try to keep a family safe blog. So let's talk about more expression, because what's going to happen towards the end of this week, we're coming into the energy of the Knight of Cups. Now this is wonderful. He's traditionally attributed to Cancer. In the depiction you're seeing on the screen now, he's foisting forth his cup with a Cancer crab in it. This is sensitivity. This is expression. This is being emotionally centered. And so what it is, we've cleansed away the bad stuff with the elemental fire. We're bringing in the creative power of fire. And now we're going to be purifying it even more with pure water energy, letting it flow outward. So I think we're going to see some beautiful things happening towards the end of this week. You know, if you've had things you've been working on, you're going to be really expressing them. You may even find yourself more inspired than what you've been in a while. So I'm real pleased with the way these readings have been going. Very, very, very positive and life-affirming.
Mm-hmm. And what's so nice about ending on the water note is, as of a couple of days ago, we're in Sun in Pisces. And we also have, as of the 22nd, we have a Mars in Pisces, we have a Mercury in Pisces. We've moved out of a lot of out of a lot of Bob's Aquarius energy, and we've replaced our Sun and our Mercury and our Mars with pure Pisces. So from the blog to the Pisceans out there, happy birthday. Yay. And Pisces, without Pisces, we wouldn't have art, we wouldn't have compassion, we wouldn't have spiritual leaders, we wouldn't have Jesus, we wouldn't have the energy of Martin Luther King, we wouldn't have actresses like Drew Barrymore, we wouldn't have that deep level of artistry and compassion and global humanity and healing. So thank you, Pisces. We love you, and happy birthday.
Yes, we do. Kiss a fish.
Kiss a fish. It's National Kiss a Fish Month. This is just getting less and less G-rated.
Yes, it is. So we better start wrapping things up before we do or say something that we may regret for the rest of our YouTube lives, okay? But you certainly won't regret getting a reading from her. How do they get in touch with you if they need a reading or they need an editing job? Now they got a book or something they're trying to.
If you need if you need editing, if you work for a magazine, if you're an editor and are looking for a writer to work for you, I do work for hire. I very often do freelance work. I've worked for She Magazine. I've worked for a lot of local newspapers. I've got about 10 years experience in writing and editing.
Yeah.
And as far as readings go, you go to happyganesh.com. You can also find me on Facebook and on Twitter. And it's just, and, oh, this is important. I have a sale going on until the 28th. You take $10 off any full-length 1-hour reading, and that's going on until the 28th. So we've got a couple more days left. So if you're interested, give me a shout.
Hurrah.
Hurrah.
Very good, very good. And of course you can always find me at my website, which will appear at the end of this. And I have another website going, www.modernzenphotos.com, because yours truly is a photographer, as well as a videographer, a tarot reader with 25 years experience, and a hypnotherapist. So if you need a headshot or a body shot, okay, come on by. $19.95. Yeah, introductory offer, $19.95 for a headshot. I'll do a nice job for you, and I'll send you away with a beautiful image of you on a CD, suitable for framing or putting up on the internet if you'd like. Okay, so without further ado, we just want to say thank you so much for supporting the blog that truly blazes, because our blog does love you. Yeah. And we appreciate you petting the blog. Petting the blog, paying attention to the blog keeps it alive, because without you, we're just two people talking this one-eyed thing with these bright lights on us and flipping around these laminated pieces of cardboard. You know, it's
at 2 o'clock every Friday.
Yeah, it'd be a pretty pointless exercise. So we appreciate you, we love you, and until we meet you again, many, many, many blessings.